Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about the Global Talent Visa. I have numerous inquiries about this one, and I certainly do specialize in this visa. It's a very interesting stream and very attractive for applicants because even now, when the borders to Australia are closed, you can't get here if you're stuck offshore on almost any type of visa. If you're not Australian permanent resident, you can't get in. But if you make an expression of interest, you're chosen and then apply for a global talent visa, you can get in. Plus, this visa will be granted very quickly. So, what is the Global Talent Visa about? It's about finding the best of the best in the target sectors. Now, it seems to be very straightforward. All the target sectors are out there on the Department of Home Affairs website. Resources, agri-tech and food tech, energy, health industries, defense, advanced manufacturing and space, circular economy, digitech, infrastructure and tourism, financial services and fintech, and education. So it seems to be all very straightforward. You just go and do your EOI, submit your EOI on the website, you're selected, and then you make a visa application. Unfortunately, it's not that simple, and not many candidates are invited. In fact, tiny numbers of people are invited in that visa that had 15,000 places last year and is going to have 15,000 places this year. But 15,000 places for this type of visa is not a target. Now, if they find only 1,000 people and everyone else who applies is not suitable for the program, they're not going to select them, because this program has an extremely high threshold of talent. You have to be extremely good and absolutely outstanding on what you're doing, then you might meet the criteria in these target sectors. So most of the time I'm contacted by applicants that have already submitted their expression of interest, and it's either being out there with no response, or they have had a response from the talent team saying that they're not suitable for the program. And they are very disappointed about that, and they say, oh, well, I've done this and I've done that and I've done many things, why am I not suitable? And then when I start talking to them, I realize there are two categories. There are two categories of clients, obviously, here, two categories of people, two categories of applicants. Now, in the first category of applicants, I realize that this is the person who, much as I would want them to meet the criteria of the program, does not meet the criteria of the program. In any case, they're not global talent. They might be exceptionally good at what they're doing, but they're not global talent. This is not a visa for them. Okay, and the second type of applicants are the applicants that are global talent and might have been chosen, but the way they were describing it to the case officer in their expression of interest, and I can hear this from the way they describe it to me, it's very difficult to actually get the crux, the gist, the main idea. What is their claim for global talent? Why are they global talent? When you start talking to these applicants, maybe after 15, 20 minutes, you start understanding what they mean. But then you look at what they have submitted, and in the course of conversation, you understand that if they communicated their global talent to the officer as they did to you, this is the real reason why they were not chosen. They're good. You just have to help them to communicate their message. So yes, these are two categories of applicants, and we promise to be open with you when you approach us. We either will tell you that you don't meet, in our opinion, you don't meet the requirements of the program, or we'll tell you that you do meet the requirements. It's just that you should frame your expression of interest in a way that marks you, and that shows how significant you are, and then you are noticed, and then you are invited for this type of visa. We help you to do all that. Why are so many applicants unsuccessful? Yeah, imagine competition for this visa. For this, it was used to be distinguished talent visa. Now it's called, they've renamed it completely to global talent visa. The competition is the best out of the best people throughout the world. Whenever we apply, we need to explain why is it that you are internationally recognized and internationally renowned. Not only in your home country, not only in Australia, maybe also in US, maybe in Israel, several countries, not including your own one. How do they know you as a professional? Why? What you are doing? And this is the second question. What are you doing that is so significant that people in all these countries know you? So significant in your area. If we take all the other good or very good people in your area, what makes you exceptional? I'm very often approached people by the Digitech that say, why am I not suitable for the program? Why wasn't I invited? I'm senior security specialist or senior software engineer or programmer developer. I earn, and that's another thing, they want you to earn over the threshold, which is the 158,000 annually salary, the high income threshold in Australia. They want you to earn or to have clear prospects in future of earning this salary once you come to Australia. And I have a lot of clients who already are making that money, in fact, who are making double this money, and they're not selected. And they say, why? Like, why? We do meet the income threshold. Well, the problem is income threshold is only one of the requirements of this program. It's certainly important, but again, it's whether you make that money now or whether you can make this money, possibly can in future when you arrive to Australia. You don't necessarily have to be earning this income now. It's only one of the requirements. Now, what about your international outreach? What about your exceptional talent? Even if you're a senior developer, you have worked for most famous companies, you have been headhunted, you have had all the privileges, you're making even over 200K, doesn't mean that you're the right person for this program. Might have been that you should have chosen other visa pathways for coming to Australia, not necessarily this program. I don't say that a developer program or senior programmer, senior software engineer, anyone else in the Digitech is not suitable for this program. I don't say that, but then why are you internationally recognized? As a senior software engineer, what do you do that other senior software engineers don't do? Do you publish in your professional sources or in any other journals? Are you briefed by the media? Do you have the admiration and respect of the professional of your professional community? Do you train others? Are you invited as a guest speaker? Do you have media presence? Do you have a strong LinkedIn profile? Are you able to sell yourself as a professional? So all these questions, numerous questions, you need to explain why you are exceptionally good. And we certainly help with all these things. We help to explain you why you're very good. And of course, they look at PhD graduates in all of these sectors. PhD graduates would also have to say what makes them remarkable, what makes them internationally recognized. You have graduated or you're close to the completion of your PhD. Now, what makes your research in these sectors matter? What is it that is revolutionary in your research? Who has published you? Or have you been already offered a postdoctorate in Harvard University, for example? Not necessarily in Harvard, but what magazines have you published in? Sometimes we have applicants that have 2 publications. We have applicants who have 5, 10 publications in the course of their doctorate, sometimes more, but it's sometimes not the quantity, it's very often the quality of these publications that matters for the Global Talent Visa. If you're applying as a recent PhD graduate or a person who is approaching to the completion of their PhD. So look, very competitive program, looking for people from all over the world, both who are in Australia and would like to apply for a Global Talent Visa while in Australia, and everyone from overseas. No discrimination. Everyone can try it. Everyone can apply. Permanent visa, EOI considered very quickly. Then the decision on the visa application is made very quickly. I've had clients that have been granted this visa in a couple of months only, and I think if they provided their police clearances faster, they would have been granted it faster. So numerous benefits of this program. Now you can imagine how many applicants are trying to get this visa. You can imagine that the global talent officers and the talent processing team basically faces this problem that 95%, 99 maybe percent of applications that they get are not global talent applications, or not people who have been able to explain why they are internationally recognized, absolutely outstanding in their field. Okay, so please book a consultation with me. I'm going to discuss your particular scenario with you, and I will try to understand what is it that you have that makes you suitable for this program. First 15-minute consultation with me is free. Anything longer than that is something that you will have to pay for. But believe me, it's valuable, and what I'm going to tell you is important. I will be happy to help you with the Global Talent Visa stream as well as other visa streams. See you soon.